Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy C has Motivated Minds. The video I'm about to post is me talking to my niece, and that was just after, I finished, just messing with my nephew. I was just playing with him. I was playing, but I wasn't playing. But I called my niece, and I was just talking to her about what she planned to do for the future. I think that it's important that we talk to our youth about their plans, and the earlier we start, the better. And start putting in their minds and start, grooming them to whatever career they may want. Now, and I do realize that, when they're young, some of the plans they may have will change. They change a million times. But it's never too early to start talking to them about the future, especially, when they get into high school, right around the ninth grade. That's when you start. I think we should start grooming them for the ACTs, SATs if they want to go to school, and even if they don't. And I realize that every kid is not college material, but the point is we should start grooming them earlier. So what y'all gonna see is me talking to her about what she wants to do in the future. And I strongly believe that if we have the capability, and the resources to help these kids get to where they want to go, then I think it is very imperative and it's crucial that we do so. So here's the next installment, or should I say the next episode of the Uncle Chronicles.
At the school.
Tori,
It was good.
come here. Stop. Why are you looking at me crazy?
Put it in here. Stop.
Why would dive over this table on you?
Here. Put it in there.
Tori, what grade you in? So that means you got one more year of school. What you plan on doing?
I got the grades to be a detective.
You trying to be a detective? Well, you can't just automatically go and be a detective, right? So what's the process you got to go through?
Class.
What else?
Training.
You got to be a police officer first. You do know that, right?
She didn't think that part.
Huh?
You have to be a police officer.
You got to be a police officer first.
Have to.
Okay.
You understand? Well, get on about. We ain't finished yet.
There ain't no way around.
So then, how do you propose to get the training in school and all of that?
Get a job and work for it and pay for my classes.
So
Wait, what?
this is what I suggest you do. What I suggest you do is you come down there when you turn about 18 or so. Come down there and work with me first. Right? Listen. So listen, you come
But you
down.
asking the same jump all over again.
You come down there and work with me first. Listen what I'm saying. I'm going to poke you straight in your eyes. You look at your mama like that.
Oh.
So listen, you come down there and work with me first, right? Or I put you on, see if we can get you to work the jail. Like you start off in the control room. And what you do is you work and go to school. Right? So that way you making money, you here with your grandmama, and you make money. And you can go to school. That way you learning some stuff first. And then you can see one side of law enforcement. You can see how, I don't want to call them criminals, but you see how they think. You understand what I'm saying? And see if that's something that you want to do. Because everybody don't want to do that once you kind of start working with folks, right? So then once you figure it out, and if they'll sponsor you to go to school, then let them sponsor you to go to school, and then you go work patrol for a little while. But see, I'm gonna tell you something about working patrol. If you ain't good at writing, because you gotta write a lot of reports, then you ain't gonna be good at detective, right? Because y'all like to watch the First 48 and all these fake shows like CIS and NCI and all this other stuff, and that's fake. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be able to write. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that in school you got to be good at English, and you got to know words and how to articulate stuff, right? So if you can't do that, then you won't be you're not gonna be a good police officer. If you're not a good police officer, you're not gonna be a good detective, right? You're not gonna be, because they'll pick your reports apart. So I'm just saying that's what I think about doing, because that's what I wanted to do when I was your age. That's all. I want to be a police officer. That's all I ever thought about. That's it. That's all I ever wanted to do. Real talk. After I finished talking to her, then her brother chimed in. Now he's the middle one. So yeah, he was trying to, in the other video I posted last week, he was trying to hold it down for his brother. But, he chimed in And so we started talking about him and his plans as well. So I figured, hey, we gonna get a 2 for 1 today. So y'all check this one out.
Or become like scientist.
You good at science?
I'm science. I like science.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, I can tell what your GPA is.
What's your GPA?
3.3.
3.3. You taking math? What kind of math you taking?
I'm taking pre-algebra so far.
And what grade you in?
8th.
In pre-algebra? That's pretty good. So that means if you taking pre-algebra now, that means you'll be in algebra next year. That's 9th grade. That means.
Or if I stay on pace this year, I could be in algebra. I could finish before school's in, and I could be in algebra.
Okay, so eventually you need to make sure you end up taking trig, calculus, college algebra, and all that stuff, right? So then what I would do is when I get back to 11th grade, I'll dual enroll. That because we got the college right down the street. So you can dual enroll. You can be working on your associate's degree while you're still in high school and get most of that knocked out, right? And then you might be able to find some scholarships for whatever reason. You might be able to find a scholarship because, single mama. You might be able to find a scholarship because you're raised by your grandmama. Right? Out here. You might be able to find a scholarship. Just matter of fact, like with Tori, I might be able to put her in for a law enforcement scholarship if that's what she wants to do.
She keeps saying that back to back.
So,
that's what it hasn't changed with her.
So I'm just saying, but like I said, so you talk about that sports thing and baseball and all that.
You need to fall back.
Right? Yeah, you got to have a fallback to the fallback because that might not. A lot of people major in other things than sports, right? Yeah. So if you talking real estate and all of that, you might want to you can take some real estate classes, but also if you decent in math, I'll go into accounting. Everybody needs somebody to count their money. That's all I'm saying. Bye.